Today, we are talking all about our personal square. This can be a really confusing concept for some people because we don't always see it in the moment until we're really focusing on the geometrical side of things, I would say. So, I wanted to draw a graph, and today we are going to be talking about our lines and angles, and that's pretty much the theme for this week, is discussing more of the mathematical side of things and our different body positions for all of that, and just lines in general for dance. So, when we talk about our personal square, we're talking how our body is angled to our audience. Our audience, in theory, is always in front of us. Obviously, we can turn around and all that stuff, but that's besides the point right now. If we envision the fact that we have a square around our entire personal body, we are not talking about the square of the studio or our stage. We're talking about envisioning a square around our personal selves. This black dot here represents ourself as a dancer. If we face at a 45-degree angle from ourself, so straightforward would be us facing our audience, a 45-degree angle would now be our personal square. This is what we start to do once we've worked past how to be square onto our audience. We start adding this angle in. Now, this becomes really important to understand what your personal square is, because the more dancers we have, the more important this becomes. If nobody abided by their personal square and everybody faced the downstage corner in this example, so I drew this as though everybody's facing downstage right, we would have a whole bunch of different angles. Some of our dancers that are way over here would look as though they're almost sideways, so we almost get a shoulder view of them. Our dancers that are more in line with this corner way back here may look like they have a bit more of a personal square going on, but every single dancer would have a different angle, and you see how many lines that creates going across. It sometimes could be called for in choreography. I'm not going to discredit that, but that's not your personal square. That's just your alignment for that piece of choreography. Now, if everybody were to abide by their personal square and face their personal 45-degree angle in relation to the audience and how we turn, now we get all parallel lines from each other, which means everybody appears to be facing the same direction and is uniform. This is really important because this creates a lot of unique lines, and mind you, in this setup, most often the dancers have windows, but you never know, they could be in line with each other for various choreographic purposes. But those lines of the personal square are what makes it important. That gives everybody the illusion that we're all facing the same way. Again, this is all in how you relate your body to your audience, and I hope this chart kind of makes a little bit more sense in understanding how to face that direction. Again, we never want to all be facing the corner unless if for some reason choreography calls for it. And again, this also applies to both corners. So keep that in mind. It can also go facing upstage as well. The rules all apply. The rules are all the same. You want to treat yourself and your square as though it is your personal space. I will see you tomorrow as we talk about our body positions, which in turn require use of our personal squares. I will see you then.